Hey LinkedIn fam, not sure why inspiration keeps striking while I look like a hillbilly, but here we are. It happened again. So I was actually cleaning my house this morning. Every Sunday I clean my house, apartment. You can probably hear the dishwasher going off. Sorry if that is distracting. But every Sunday I clean my apartment and I listened to church. And I noticed that I subconsciously was doing something differently today than I have ever done before. So as many of you know, I had to start a disinfecting response team through my staffing company because we lost all of our jobs or started to lose all of our jobs, and we had to put something in place to keep everyone working. With that being said, I learned a lot about germs and disinfecting and sanitizing, because that's just how it is. You know, when you start a business, you may know nothing about what you're about to get yourself into, but you have to constantly do research. So the thing that I realized that I did different is I went around and I used this 409 spray to spray all the countertops, and I left it wet and then went on to sweep and mop. And I never did that before, but the reason why I did that is because after looking at all the different chemicals and what we use in our company, we look at something called an SDS sheet, which talks about the dwell time, obviously how to handle the chemical and all the important stuff and ingredients, but the dwell time, meaning how long it takes to kill the 99.9999% of all pathogens. So as you know, 409 and most of all of these household items, Lysol, says on here that it kills 99.9% of all viruses and bacteria and pathogens. So as I was mopping and sweeping while this was while I had dwell time to make sure that it killed all the viruses, I was like, I wonder if it gives directions on the back of these household items as to how long you're supposed to let it sit. And sure enough, on the back of the 409 spray, it says on here, you can't read it, I'm just going to tell you. It says on here, obviously, to sanitize and clean, you can spray and wipe, but to disinfect, to actually kill the germs and viruses, let stand wet for 10 minutes. So essentially, whenever you see people at the gas stations or at the grocery stores just spraying and wiping, depending on what they're using, they're not even letting it dwell long enough to kill the viruses or the germs or the bacteria or pathogens. They're just spraying and wiping. Even worse, the other day at a gas station, I saw somebody spraying the pump, wipe it, then take that same towel, that same rag, cross-contaminate, and spray and wipe the other pump. So right now, it makes me question, are we really being safe? Are we really cleaning germs? Or is it perception? So it's perception versus reality. But I went upstairs and I checked this other household item. Now this is just something interesting that I wanted to share with y'all that I had no idea about. And it's Lysol. And I was like, I wonder what this says on the back of it. And it says 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Let stand for 2 minutes. So essentially 2 items that cost about the same. Reading the back, it shows one is more effective than the other. I wouldn't say more effective than the other, but the dwell time is less. So our product and most products, medical grade disinfectant, is a kill time of about 1 minute, right? Because of the high concentration. That's why it's more powerful. And you may be thinking, why aren't you using your own stuff at your house? I mean, we have so much of it. Well, I learned a long time ago the hard way. As a small-time drug dealer, you do not get high on your own supply. So I guess I just carried that with me. But I just thought this was really interesting, and I wanted to jump on LinkedIn and share it with everybody. because I never knew that. I never knew any of this. I didn't know about dwell time. I didn't know the difference between sanitizing and disinfecting. But because we started a disinfecting company and had to learn everything that goes into effectively killing coronavirus or germs or flu or any other viruses or bacteria, I had no choice but to really dig in and learn. And it changed the way I clean my apartment. So if anything, through all of this, really brought a new awareness to me in my personal life. And maybe I brought a new awareness to you. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Bye, everyone. Have an awesome week and a happy Sunday.